Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 4. I hope you're doing fantastic today. We are going to be doing a few different things on the server today, upgrading our infrastructure and our technology, exploring, and maybe going to some other dimensions, but we have made a lot of progress in between episodes. Probably quite a few things look different, especially all of this storage over here. We've got crates full of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or over a million different items. We got 984,000 oak logs in there. And yeah, we've just been setting up a lot of infrastructure for the farming of items. I got myself a cute little mob farm down here at the bottom of the world. I should probably really decorate the base, like at least a little bit, or even kinda sorta try, because this is just super ugly. And why is the bridge broken over there? I don't know. What I do know, though, is that our farming has been turning out really well. You can see that we have oh so many items in here, like just a lot of stuff. Also really like this cute little mob farm down here. So this thing uses basically these little like escalator thingies. I don't know what they're called. They basically move mobs. Something spawns on it, they get moved directly into these masher thingies. We got these upgraded with sharpness and looting and fire aspect and smite and beheading for a bunch of different mob heads and stuff, and overall it's all pretty cool. Also, I got myself some slime boots so that whenever I fall into the void, which by the way is a great form of transportation back to the top of the base, I don't take any fall damage because I just kind of bounce. So the goal of today's episode is to get Wither and Beacon and Wither Star farming done and automated and good to go. And of course, this is modded Minecraft, so we probably don't even need to kill a Wither at all. And there is a lot of different ways to do things, really. I mean, there's specifically blocks for like keeping the Wither contained, which are really easy to make. There's blocks for kind of muting the Wither. There's a lot of really easy stuff when it comes to Wither farming. However, just because it is quote easy does not mean that we can do it right away, and we're gonna have a couple other adventures in today's episode as well. Unfortunately, we don't get any of the mob essence stuff from our mob farms. As you can see, we don't really get that much stuff. A lot of things are being taken out of here and auto-magically sorted, but we don't get any of the essences. I'm not entirely sure how to get them then. This stuff right here, Inferium Essence. Like, I think you gotta get it from Mythical Agriculture, other ways. Inferium Seeds, I just don't really know. So I don't know. But we can't get it from mobs. But if I kill a mob, then I get some. But the mob mashers are made to, you know, imitate player kills, but they don't kill. It's soup. It's stupid. That's what it is. It's stupid. So we're just using the regular furnaces, and honestly, this is pretty decent. You can see I've been smelting a lot of different items. Of course, we're farming coal. We're farming all the materials needed to make the ambers, and crafting the stuff isn't really that big of a deal either. You just put the crafting recipe in there, and then this crafting grid automatically refills with items pretty much instantly from your storage system. So I can just craft up, you know, thousands of these different little ambers and then chuck that into a furnace, wait a while, and it will all be smelted down in the background, basically. Overall, really convenient. So before I get too far into the episode, I do want to mention that this is going to be the last episode of this series here on the main channel. Unfortunately, just due to how YouTube works, if one video does really badly, then that can start to affect other videos. And then, of course, before you know it, all the videos are doing really badly, and then your channel's dead, and there's just really not much that you can do about it sometimes. So I'm trying to avoid that happening. However, we still will be playing on the series and making content on this series. It's mostly going to be on live streams, however. So if you want to catch this series live for 2 to 3 hours at a time, or even if you just want to pop in for a few seconds and say hi, then you can check us out on Twitch. Link is below. You can follow us there. You can turn on the notifs, and then you can hang out with us as we play some Sky Factory. Now, if you can't make it due to time zones or whatever, that is perfectly fine. All of the VODs will be uploaded to the second channel, where you can watch them there. There's actually already several VODs on the second channel as well. Basically, just a whole lot of Sky Factory content. We have a lot of fun together, just kind of messing around, figuring out the mod packs, and figuring out how things work. It's honestly a good time. But yeah, unfortunately, these videos on the YouTubes just don't really do that well, and it's kind of hard to justify, you know, making them, unfortunately, because it kind of affects the rest of the channel. sadly. Thank you so much for your support on this series, though. I really do appreciate it, and I know some of you really are enjoying this, and so am I, honestly. Modded Minecraft is a fun experience that I haven't really delved into before, but now we are, and it's been pretty fun to just play around with this and have you guys help me along with the mod packs as well. Now, on that note, we have actually kind of figured out Tinkers. This took us about 3 hours. Yeah, I'm a big dumb, but we do have ourselves a nice cobalt mattock. This is basically like a shovel axe, so it takes like a shovel head and an axe head, and then we also made ourselves a nice cobalt pickaxe as well. Now, you can actually make these things completely unbreakable as well. So if you add on some of these reinforcement plates, basically, each one of those adds a 20% increase in the chance to not take a durability damage. So basically, it's like unbreaking from vanilla, but it is modded, and you can get 100% unbreaking. Well, I feel kind of derpy. I just tried to go to the Nether to mine a bunch of soul sand, and apparently shovel-related items do not level up the experience of a mattock, even though this is a shovel axe. So I have heard that the Twilight Forest actually has a bunch of omega-ly huge trees that we're gonna go try and farm. So I just decided to make all the dimension cakes. We went to the end a little while ago because it's been 2 hours since the last clip. The end actually is just like the vanilla end. There's really nothing special about it. And then I haven't been to the Twilight Forest, I haven't been to the Lost Cities, and I haven't been to the hunting dimension. But basically you have to make a little cake to get to each one of these. As you can see, they're actually really easy crafting recipes, and there's really not much to it at all. So let's check out the Twilight Forest on camera live action, shall we? So far, pretty beautiful loading screen. Oh wow, that's a big old tree there, actually. Okay, so we're gonna go quickly vein mine. Oh, that's a bigger tree. We're gonna try and vein mine some of this. Oh, it goes down to the void even. What even is this place? This is so strange. There's like a mob spawner over there? Anyway, I'm not bothered with that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and mine this. So this has currently got 162 experience. And if we vein mine this, vein mine it? Vein mine it? There we go. Then that should take us up to 206 experience, because we didn't really vein mine that much. Oh, we got a firefly. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, basically if I keep on mining this tree all the way, like that, then I should get a bunch of experience on this thing. And as soon as I get it to 500 experience, it'll level up, give me another one of the modifiers on it, and then I can add another one of those unbreakable things. And once you add 5 unbreakables, then it becomes completely immune to taking any form of durability damage. And there we go. I am now feeling comfortable with this tool. Very nice. So if I plop that down the ground, plop that dude into there, and then I can put that on there. It is now reinforced at level 2, which gives it a 40% chance of not taking any durability damage. So I just need to level this up several more times, and then it'll be completely unbreakable, and then finally we can start adding more speed to it, or, you know, fortune, or whatever else we want. Really, Tinkers is a pretty impressive mod pack if you know how to use it, but I'm a complete derp. Basically, there's like so many different things that you can do with it, but I just really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to figure out the basics. What's that? Is that like a black hole? Gravitational anomaly. Can I throw items into that? No, I can't. Should I go through that? Oh, okay. What is that? It's so cool. Okay, it deals damage. Oh, okay. Try and get away from that a little bit. Huh. Can I mine it? I want to know if I can mine that. Matter Overdrive Legacy Edition? I have no idea, but that's really cool. Whatever it is. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Oh, look at this. There's actually a mob spawner up here in the tree. What does this do? A swarm spider? Well, if he could fly, this would be a lot more intimidating. Pumpkin pie. Yes, literally the best item in the entire game. Fantastic. Cool. I fully approve of that loot chest. Everything else in here is kind of garbage, but I mean, hey, Pumpkin pie. Oh, so it actually keeps going. Interesting. So there's like multiple islands around here, not just that original one. Fascinating. I thought it would just be the original island there. I still need to go down there, but this just needs like a couple more experience on it to actually level up to the next level and then get more modifiers. This seems a little bit suspicious. This doesn't look normal. I bet you there's something in here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's actually another spider spawner. Cool. More pumpkin pie. Oh man, no pumpkin pie. A charm of keeping. Well, I guess that's an acceptable second. Oh, these guys are one-hit kill. Oh, they're even less intimidating now. They can't fly and they're one-hit kill. Beautiful. So I have this thing called a slime sling, and if I just go ahead and boop. I thought I might have gone a little bit too far, but yeah, this area is great for slime slinging. This is fantastic. And then we got our overworld cake. Let's check out what's down here. Apparently there's a bunch of different mob spawners. Are these super lame spiders? I guess they are. No more pumpkin pie. Extra disappointing. But I guess there's a lot of loot chests around here. They're all just kind of garbage. Mallowberry bush. That looks really cool, actually. I'll take one of those. Cool. And then this area is honestly pretty beautiful. Like all of these fireflies around, I've picked up several bugs. So I got some cicadas. These guys are the most annoying things in real life. Fireflies, however, really, really beautiful. Do you guys have fireflies? I don't have fireflies, but I've lived places with fireflies before. They're so cool. I want these. Give me more fireflies. I'm gonna put all these all over my base. Well, I don't think there's really a ton of stuff to do here. I'm just kind of looking around at all these ores. There are some interesting ones that I have no idea what they do. Rock crystal ore seems kind of interesting. I'll take all of that. Ooh, shiny. And that's gonna take up a lot of inventory space, isn't it? Cool. And then we got lithium ore. I'm sure that'll be useful, question mark, someday, I suppose. So I'll pick up this. And then I think there's some other ores down over here as well. That's of course just redstone. That one's lithium. Dilithium. No, don't know what that does either. So let me just grab some of that real quick as well. And I'll take that back to the base. I'm getting all kinds of achievements for this. That's diamond ore, don't care about that. What's this one? Thorium ore? There's lots of interesting stuff here. I'll take some of that as well. Uranium! Yes, I knew a thing. Fancy. We just got like several of these different achievements. This is a very interesting block right here. Slate? I'll take some of that back to the base. Don't mind if I do. Boron ore? I didn't even notice that one. So I did a bit of vein mining through the island because, you know, that's a thing that we can do now for like a while. And I've discovered all kinds of ores. This place is literally just full of ores entirely. I love it. I should have came here way sooner. Also, I have no idea what this is. Destabilized redstone. It looks amazing, doesn't it? That's a beautiful light source. Very interesting red water texture as well. Yeah, oh, magnesium ore? I don't have that one. I've legit found like 10 different ore types here. This is beautiful. I'm gonna keep mining. So besides just chopping down a bunch of things and overall destroying the entire environment to make my cobalt matic unbreakable, I have more or less just gathered all the ores, and I don't really see a ton over here to do, although I'm sure there is many things to do. They want to add an entire dimension just for some cute little lightning bugs. Maybe one day, once I know how to move spawners, we'll come back over here and grab all of these mini spawners. I think there's like literally 10 or 12 spawners just in this little maze, so that'll be very convenient. For the time being, though, we are going to head back to the overworld and then pretty much immediately into another dimension just to kind of poke our head around. So that was the Twilight Forest. Overall, I'd give that about a 6 out of 6 bites, and then we can go check out the Lost Cities as well. Literally have no idea what to expect here. Never seen this dimension at all, but it appears to be very dark. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Cool. I'm very glad that I got flight. Let's go poke around a little bit. This seems very interesting. This is definitely the place to go if you need to get yourself a bunch of glass for literally any project. As long as you got Silk Touch, you can just vein mine this entire thing. There's a lot of mobs in there. This is gonna be fun. Is that redstone? And a rail line? Dude, this is interesting. I like this a lot. Stone bricks? Very fine. Let's break into here real quick and see what's happening. Hello, spider. Goodbye, spider. You're a little bit stronger than you should be. A little bit of lag as well. Yeah, I don't really see like a ton in here. That's interesting. A bunch of player mob dudes, bouncy creepers. This is basically just a swamp, isn't it? I wonder, I bet you each one of these domes has a different biome. I'm willing to bet you there's probably a bunch of ores here as well that aren't in the other dimensions. Yeah, so I was right. Each one of these little domes is a different biome. Very interesting. It looks like they all have the same mob spawning. That does not look like normal water. That is way too bright. I suppose it is, though. Very interesting. Yeah, let me go find another biome that's like actually not vanilla, because these are all very vanilla biomes. Well, here's like a crossroads. That's kind of cool. Oh, finally it's getting daytime as well. It's been raining and dark out for so long. I need to make sure I don't lose my direction, because this place could get very confusing. Oh, hi! A building! Oh, I didn't see that coming. Literally, I was facing the wrong direction. Let's see. This is kind of, this is better than I build. How dare it? Just a randomly generated structure. There's probably something interesting in here. Maybe some loot chests? Something cool, I hope? Let's poke around. Oh, hi, door. Ooh, fancy. Door animations. Well, I'll tell you what I did find in this building. Literally all of the mob spawners ever. This entire place is nothing but mob spawners and like some random furnaces. And it's kind of annoying. This is like I tear around the entire floor. And I tear up the floor, and I tear up the floor, and there's nothing but mob spawners. I saw like 30 mob spawners in one room. It's way too many mob spawners. I'm surprised I'm alive. I'm really not like that geared. I just got some emerald armor. And I found like a mystery folder. Don't know what it does. Apparently if you open it, you get a filing folder. Is it literally just 7 torches? 7 torches. It just says 7 torch. Okay, well I don't know what that's used for, and that's literally the only thing I've found in this entire very empty, very deadly building. So, cool, I guess? Well, I found another building, and I may have accidentally vein mined it, kind of just like that. I mean, you know, sometimes it happens, you just accidentally destroy an entire building with one swing of a pickaxe. So unfortunate. It really didn't deserve that. It really, really didn't. Definitely not. Man, for some reason, this one is just missing an entire side of the glass dome as well. It's almost like someone with a really, really good pickaxe, like a grandmaster or heroic pickaxe, just came through here and like smashed it to bits. So sad. I mean, it really does look pretty horrific. I guess whoever it was really should have gone ahead and just finished the job, you know? Man, it's so weird. Like, this entire thing is just completely disappearing in front of me, and I'm really losing a lot of hunger very quickly. It's so strange. Also, a lot of this thing has disappeared. I still need to get another 30,000 blocks mined in order to level up the pickaxe again. These things take so many blocks mined. It's ridiculous. But vein miner is honestly super powerful. I mean, look at this. I started way over there, and then as long as I keep going closer to it, and as long as I keep my food up, then it just keeps on vein mining. It's kind of ridiculous. Modded. I mean, seriously. Also, this glass roof is like multiple blocks thick. It's like 2 to 3 blocks thick. Like, there's so much glass in this roof. This is probably like... It's probably nearly 100,000 glass in this entire roof. It's really, really ridiculous. Hey, it's finally leveled up to the Living Legends. Look at that. Now it needs 128,000 blocks mined. Oh my. But it does have 3 modifiers, so I can make it a lot faster or a lot more fortunate or other things, I guess. I don't know. I just spent like 20 minutes destroying this entire dome. Kind of ridiculous. I do want to destroy the entire rest of it, but I am actually running out of food. This takes an incredible amount of food, so I do kind of have to abandon ship before I starve to death, you know? So that was a pretty interesting little adventure to the Twilight Forest and the Lost Cities. I have yet to check out the hunting dimension yet, but I guess we'll pop our heads in there for just a moment, and then I would like to explore this one on live streams instead. Is there anything here? Hello? Yep, nothing here. Okay, great. So I guess we'll explore that more later. Maybe it just wasn't rendering in. I don't really know. I'm not a smart person. Anyway, it is about time that we actually get into farming beacons, farming wither stars, and all kinds of those other fun things like I said I was gonna do at the beginning of the episode. So how exactly do you farm withers and beacons and stuff like that in modded Minecraft? Well, there is of course a lot of different ways to do that. I mean, there's even blocks that are like specifically made for, you know, protecting the wither and keeping it contained and muffling the wither boss and all kinds of things like that. However, you can actually completely bypass withers entirely. There is a mod in here called Deep Mob Learning, and this gives you basically a way of creating things from essentially nothing. So what it is there are these simulation chambers, kind of like this block right here, in fact, and then there are the loot fabrication chambers. Those are really the only two things that you need to know about, besides the fact that we also have these little things right here. These are data modules, and you can craft these for a bunch of different mobs that this mod pack supports. So you craft these, and then you carry them around with you in this Deep Mob Learner, and then as you kill mobs, these things actually level up, and the better that they are, the better loot they give you when inside of a simulation chamber. So like for instance, if we take this little skeleton data module, and we put it inside of this simulation chamber, we can get ourselves a pristine skeleton matter. As you can see, this one right here is set up for creeper data module, and that means that this one is going to give us pristine creeper matter, and it's also going to give us this stuff called overworldian matter, which is very important, and we'll use that later on. So I have one of these set up for the creepers, I have one of these set up for the wither skeletons as well, and this gives us hellish matter, which is also pretty important, and it also gives us this pristine wither matter, also very, very, very important. So once you have these pristine matters, and once you have these other matters and stuff like that, you can craft a lot of different things with those. So first up is the loot fabricator. Of course, if you put yourself some zombie matter in there, you can pretty much get any kind of zombie drop that you want. I've been farming the Inferium essence because I can't get that from mob farming, so this is a pretty good way of getting that. I think there's probably better ways that we'll get into in future projects. But the thing that we're really interested in here is the fact that we have pristine wither skeleton matter. If we put this into the loot fabricator, then we can get 6 wither skeleton skulls pretty quickly. It's a little bit insane, and of course we can get the necrotic bones, which are important for other things. So there we go, we now have 6 wither skulls essentially for nothing. Of course we did have to actually craft the wither data thingy with a wither skull, and we had to go kill 6 withers in order to get that little thing. So it doesn't take no effort at all, but it does take a little bit of effort to actually, you know, get it going. And of course you can level these things up as well by killing even more wither skeletons, and then you get more pristine matter from the higher level ones. Like this is already advanced because I went ahead and killed a bunch of wither skeletons. So now that we have our wither skulls from the loot fabrication, we can do some things with this overworldian matter as well. We can turn that into the hellish matter and mass pretty much. So you need 4 of these and some netherrack, and then bam, you get yourself a bunch of hellish matter. And then we can turn that hellish matter into extraterrestrial matter, which we have a little bit of, and then we can use that extraterrestrial matter to make ourselves wither stars. So there's literally a crafting recipe for wither stars. As you can see, you do need 2 of the wither skulls, which we're already farming. We're farming soul sand as well, I believe. And then this matter is pretty easy to combine too. And bam, we can now go ahead and farm a bunch of these dudes. Not really that complicated, is it? It's a bunch of wither farming. It is a little bit complicated to figure out if you're brand new to the mod like I am, but really it does make a lot of sense once you start to get into it, and once you understand that, yeah, you're basically just generating items when using a bunch of power. And when I say a bunch of power, I mean it. These things hold 2 million redstone flux each. So we need some serious power generation going on. Luckily, we have over 1 million oak logs, so we can build ourselves some of these upgraded combustion engines, and these things work really well to provide the system with power. It's honestly quite the fascinating thing. Modded has so many intricate and interesting solutions to vanilla problems, and this entire mod pack was created with the idea in mind of preventing you from having to build extremely large, laggy mob farms. So I plan on investing into this and trying to get all of these different modules and trying to get all of this stuff farming just to get a bunch of different items for various projects. And now that we have these nether stars, we can actually go ahead and start to craft up ourselves some different saplings as well. Yes, this all ties back into the saplings. You need a nether star and you need pristine wither matter in order to actually make the different saplings. Like, you need pristine wither matter to make a cobalt sapling, and then you need pristine blaze matter and another star to make the ardite. And then of course you need cobalt to get prosperity saplings, and then you need prosperity saplings to get yourself a good source of this inferium. It is a whole crafting tree of nonsense, and I kind of love it, honestly. So essentially we are ending the episode with a bunch of different wither skulls, 9 or 10 in total, because I got another one laying around here somewhere, and that is pretty much all there is to it for this last episode of Sky Factory 4 on the main channel. I do really hope that you have enjoyed this little mini series. It was always going to be a mini series, but I kind of was hoping that maybe it would go on for a little bit longer. Anyway, if you do, of course, want to see more projects, more technical Minecraft, more technical modded, and eventually this base to turn into something that's actually not a complete eyesore, then do come watch us over on Twitch. Again, we stream on Twitch 4 times a week on the regular Truly Bedrock server. We're going to be streaming on this server 1 to 2 to 3 times a week as well, and all of the VODs and re-uploads of those live streams will be posted on the second channel for you to enjoy at any time of the day or night if you can't make the live events. So that is basically going to do it. If you have enjoyed, then of course, you know, do all the YouTube things. I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next one. Thank you so very much for watching this little series. And then there was silence. Oh yeah, one last thing. I can finally make my silly little furnace that has plus 15% efficiency. All of these episodes just to get a furnace that is 15% faster. And of course, you know, there's other furnaces that require, you know, significant amounts of upgrade. Oh yeah, I also made another star block because modded Minecraft.